Hello, you nosy lot. Come on in. Yeah, so you come for a nose while we don't mind showing you around. So this is a interior cabin on board the MSC Euribia. Now we have stopped inside a few inside cabins now, and that's with a few different cruise companies. And we know that the interior cabins can change from cruise line to cruise line, from ship to ship. So, you know, I suppose these things are just handy to have a pre-look at before you come on board one of the ships, just to know things like layout, how much storage you're looking at. So we just hope that it's going to be an insight in what to expect. So with this cabin, as soon as you come through the front door, to your right is the bathroom. So we'll just take you and show you that now.
Right, so just inside the bathroom now, it doesn't seem a bad size. It seems bigger than ones we've had on other MSC cruise ships, let's put it that way. But we'll just show you what kind of storage and space you've got. So you've got 3 little cubby holes up here, and then just underneath is your toothbrush holders, which I like because some ships you don't get them built in. So you have to get one of the glasses and you're trying to balance your big toothbrushes and they just fall over and it's just chaotic all the time, especially on rough seas. Just underneath, little storage shelf, not really much space on there. It's not a bad size sink. I think, was it the Virtuosa Stace where it was like a weird shape? It was like a jagged.
These cabins
shot.
all into one now. It might have been.
But this is just kind of a standard shaped sink, which I think is better because it just gives you a bit more space. There is hand soap here, and then just underneath you I've got a little bit more space. It's mostly where there's a little bin and there's a spare toilet roll. You've got a few towels hanging up, and then there is one of these, I almost said magnetic, one of these zoomy kind of mirrors where you can do your eyebrows or whatever Stacey will end up doing with that mirror. So just inside the shower now to give you some kind of perspective on how big it is. So it's probably, you could fit in there if you're 6'9". It does come with shampoo and shower gel. They are not branded.
Could be cheap stuff, it could be expensive.
Yes.
If we end up with a rash anywhere, we'll let you know.
Yeah, we won't let you know. But as usual, there's a weird little footstool thing that I always say is a seat, but you couldn't sit on it. Now, they only give you 1 shelf. Usually there's 2. So Stacey, you're going to have to find somewhere else to put your huge bottles of shampoo and conditioner. So yeah, that is the only downside I can see so far to this shower. And then as always, your drying line, shall we say, for drying your wet costumes or knickers you've washed in the sink. And then just next to the bathroom door, here's your thermostat. Now this one looks like you can turn it off fully. So if you don't like it blowing all night, that is a bonus because not all cabins let you turn it off completely. Next up, you've got your do not disturb and your makeup room. So make sure you press these if you want either one. And then just as normal, you've got your cruise card, little hole there for get your electrics working, and a couple of light switches. And I did notice that this one, this one turns off, but you have to press it twice to get all the lights on. So remember that. If you think it's a bit dark, press it twice. And then just across the bathroom door there is your 3 big coat hooks, and then next to there is your one and only full-size mirror.
Wardrobe wise, there's actually 2. There's one there, and then I'll just show you in this one here because they are exactly the same inside, but this one, the only difference is this one has got your safe in. So there's plenty of space in there. There's some coat hangers there to hang things. There's shelves in there, drawers, there's space at the top. So obviously, like I said before, there's 2 of them, so we've got plenty of room to put all those things.
Okay, in the tally now, you do get some like terrestrial TV channels. I think we've got BBC 1, 2 and ITV, and one of, I think it was Sky News. But there is the normal like MSC for me kind of app on the tally. So you can book reservations for theatre shows and different packages on here as well. So if you're not like super tech savvy and don't have a smartphone, this might be an easier thing for you to do, is just book it through your tally. They do also have some movies that you can rent. Now, let's just remember rent, okay? So it does cost €9 for each individual movie. So don't just let your kids go wild playing all the movies and then you're going to get a massive bill at the end of your cruise. Right, so underneath the telly you've got this little cubby hole area. So this is where they will store your telly remote. So if you think they've moved it and you can't find it, that's where it is. And then this is just where we end up keeping all the daily programs throughout the cruise and any other little bits they leave us. And then just on there, right hand side is your telephone. It's pretty standard. It's a telephone. Right, so your little vanity area now. So you've got your other, it's a nice large mirror as well. So when you're getting ready here, there's a mirror there for look at. I'm not bothered about that. But you have got a lot of plugs in this area. In fact, it's the only area with any real plugs. So on this side you've got 2 round European plugs, and then next to that you've got a USB plug. Now it has got a lightning bolt on it, so I'm wondering if this is a fast charging USB socket, unlike the 2 next to the bed, which I will show you after. Just on the other side are 2 flat pin American plugs. So there's 4 plugs on this side. Obviously bring your adapters if you're British, coming like we are, coming from Southampton, you will need them. They do supply you with a kettle, 2 cups, and your selections of teas, coffees, white sugar, brown sugar, milks. I think there's a sweetener in there for anybody who asks if there's sweeteners. Just underneath you do have your little built-in hairdryer. Not the biggest, but it's just got an on button and that's pretty much it, and a couple of settings. So that's your speed, okay? That's as fast as you're going. Just over here, it's a good little touch, is a built-in ice bucket and glass holder. They actually fit into holes, so if you were rocking, they aren't going to go shaking everywhere and falling on the floor. Just underneath, it isn't open at the moment because I don't think they open it on the embarkation day until you leave port, is your mini bar. Right, so the bed area, obviously we've had it set up as a queen. You can have them set up as 2 singles. I've just noticed we do have 2 beds above us. Hopefully they won't fall out in the middle of the night. Now the pillars, there is a pillar menu apparently. So if you like certain types of pillows, let them know and they will swap them for you. There is 2 pool towels already on the bed. So that's a nice little touch, so you haven't got to go traipsing around if you want to go straight into the jacuzzi. Now either side of the bed, they don't have any, let's say, normal big plugs. Each side has got 1 USB. That's it. So it's basically charging your phones up there. And then each side has a very dim little light and a little reading light there. And then your standard little bedside unit. And that's basically it for the bed.
Right, so there's plenty of room under the bed to store your suitcases. To be honest, with this cabin, it's the only place that you could store them anyway. There isn't really much room for them anywhere else. So there you have it. I hope it gives you an idea of what to expect if you are staying in an interior cabin on board this ship. It is very modern, very spacious, and it is very clean, but this ship is only 6 months old, so you would expect it to be clean. Lighting wise, we are using an extra light to film with.
2 lights.
Yeah, an extra 2 lights. It's not the darkest cabin that we've had, but we've been in lighter cabins, so just bear that in mind. Oh, so another tip we like to do with an inside cabin is we like to bring, because obviously you haven't got any balcony doors that you can let any fresh air into, we like to bring a little air freshener. They're only a few pounds, and it's just one of those. It's not one that you plug in or anything like that. I don't even think you could bring them on, but it's just one that you literally press the back of to break the seal. I love bringing them on board ships because it just makes your cabin smell really nice. I can't show you ours because it's still in the suitcase. We haven't even unpacked yet. They're only a few pounds in like Home Bargains or the supermarkets or something. But as we always say, the cabin is just a small part of your cruise experience. So there will have been, and there probably is more to come, plenty of other videos on board this ship, so make sure you stay tuned for them. So see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.